Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Dylan Silver, and today on the show I have Hilal Borque in Miami, Florida. And it's really a pleasure to have you on the show here today, Hilal.
No, same here. Pleasure, guys.
It's interesting having you on, both because I'm jealous whenever I have anybody on the show here from the South Florida area, Miami area, as I want to be out there. And then also because you have such diverse range of experience. Before we hopped on here, you were mentioning all the areas that you have experience in, from insurance adjusting to real estate broker to, you mentioned, lending as well. How did you get involved in all these spaces?
I'm one of those that I don't mind reading books. And I'm one of those that I don't like depending on other people, which resulted in my curiosity as to how things work, what is what. And I said, I might as well. I'm buying this home, paying this much commission, buying that one, that much commission. Why not get a license? Same thing. I have all these clients, they want to finance. I send it to these, I give a couple names of the brokers to them. I never hear back. I'm like, why aren't these people qualifying? What's going on? Then I check in. I tend to see in the market, majority of the people, well, some, they're only using one or two lenders, not more. So they're only at the mercy of whether they're approved or not by those lenders. Well, there's multiple lenders, can be off market, flip lenders. There can be, everybody has some specialty. There's a lot of lenders that does a lot of things. And I was talking to you earlier, you even said that you someone that actually does second paper lending even. So yeah, I was curious about it. So I said, let me get this license, get deep into it and learn who's good at what. So if I have a client, I have option of 2 or 3 or 4 that I can give it to them or submit the files to, so they move faster, rather than giving it to this one that doesn't even handle it or that won't qualify because they don't do non-QM, let's say, but this one does, things like that. Or this one doesn't do foreign national, but this one does. So that only expedited the financing part of it. And also it resulted in, closures. Now, a lot of people now, what I see in the market in Miami, about 40% is buying cash. Well, you can give them an option to kind of divide that in separate down payments and sell them more than one even.
I think it's interesting, how many people, especially people who are not in the real estate space, kind of go to one person or maybe 1 or 2 people, and that really colors and shapes their whole perspective on,
That's
mortgages.
what I mean. And some people are scared of one thing that most people are scared of, 30 years, that's a long time. Well, there's ways you can cut it off. Like, you adjust your prepayment penalty accordingly, and you make extra payment towards your principal while you're making a regular payment, depending on the program you're in. There's ways that 30-year can be, although in print it's 30 years, but you can pay it off faster, staying within your prepayment penalty guidelines and end up paying a lot less total interest, I would say, the total interest cost. Because if you close 30-year loan in 15 years, 20 years, you end up paying a lot less overall. So there's ways. So I think the problem is not only locating the correct lender for these people, and they get rejections. And what happens once they're rejected? They had only 30 days, 40 days to find the lender. Now
Yeah.
we need to ask for an extension. What if the seller says, no, I'm not extending? What if the right condition is not in that contract? They can lose a deductible. And then
100%.
there is a lot of outside factors, and these are all interrelated. That's why I said, let me get this license, let me get that license. So in case there's a question with my license, I can depend on my license to answer these questions, and I can be up
Right.
to date on what the rates are, what the plans are, or programs are.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
That would kind of eliminate the whole hassle of trying to find one as far as a
I want to
lender.
do the same thing, Halal. I said I got my real estate license in April, really, 3 months ago. And I decided to do it because I was a wholesaler and am a wholesaler. That's my passion. And I really feel like I have a niche in that space because they're solving a lot of problems, right? People who are dealing with, foreclosure, probate issues, a death in the family, something uncomfortable. And we're able to come in and provide solutions, either creatively, cash offers, help them move, where otherwise they may get nothing out of the situation, right? And so I decided I wanted to be a realtor because I was interacting with realtors so often, and the feedback that I was getting was like, "Oh, you're just a wholesaler. You're just a wholesaler." And I was like, "I'm not just a wholesaler. Like I have all these ability to do these things." So now I have the perspective of someone with a real estate license. And as you know, Halal, as you open these doors, there's more rabbit holes to go down. So now I'm like, "Oh, well, these people aren't getting qualified. Why is that? What's going on here? I thought that they made enough money. They have decent enough credit. What's going on?" So now I'm like, well, maybe I got to go get my, RMLO, my loan originator license.
Well, what it is financing is not based on the income of these people. It's the risk that the lender wants to take, and every lender is different. Now, you can tell someone, do you want to finance this condo? They can say, no, I don't want to get into condo investing, but I would be more comfortable with this. Or if I'm doing it, it's only 50% versus 80% on this. If you ask someone, do you want to do this? Like, it varies, like even hard money. They're asking for certain things, extra things. So every lender is different. Everybody's risk-taking methods are different. That's why as many lenders you're familiar with and their products, and they don't stay same anyways. You get a call or a message saying, well, look, now we're offering this, now we're offering that. So just by itself, putting up with one lender, getting updated on that, you have 50 others. Imagine the amount of emails we get every day. It gets confusing. But at least if we can kind of organize ourselves as to which lender is within what guidelines average wise, or what plans they're offering, it kind of eliminates the phone calls be directed
Yeah.
to them for that specific type. Let's say non-QM need. I can have so many. There's non-QM, but there's non-QMs where with the lawsuits or whatever, it's all different. Some
Everything.
does non-QM, but the other one does non-QM with the condos with the lawsuits or things like that. So as long as you're organized up front and you have that list and the chart, it does help. Of course, you're
You strike.
disclosing all this with each party's, every
You
mortgage
have to.
company you sign up with, you disclose that you own a real estate company as well, blah, 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 all that.
You strike me, Halal, as someone who really has a passion for learning. Otherwise, how could you get all this information, right? What areas recently or maybe currently are you looking at and say, I am interested in this. I got to learn more about this.
Honestly, do I want another license? I have so many continuing education classes that I have to take on my birthday month that I don't know if I want to get another license. But what I think I'm gearing more towards too is the wholesale market and the YouTube,
Oh, really?
because I
Well,
do have the access of the list of the properties, and
yeah,
I want to start my YouTube myself. I want to talk about real estate. I want to talk about mortgage or insurance claim or whatever. I'm licensed in all of them. So
yeah.
why not? I think it's time. So coincidentally, I think we intercommunicated with you guys, and here we are. And this is like my first time I want to
Here we
something
go.
like this.
You're
Not
you're
that I
out there.
was
Well,
on a cam before, but I think I'll do that every week YouTube thing where it's time.
the consistency is key. I'm one of four co-hosts, I believe, with the show here, and so we really try to get as much good content out there as we can, and to develop a brand. Hello, you're in Miami, very competitive market, maybe the most. What has been your strength, or you could say, or what would be your feedback to someone maybe starting out, giving them advice on, hey, how do you build a brand, and how do you get awareness for who you are in a competitive market?
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Like I said, I like recreating wheels in any industry I'm in. I brought in one of actually the largest chain of Turkey to here when I first got into real estate as a franchise. I was their first international franchise. Then I continued under my name. After I brought them to Wall Street Journal for free. We were on the cover of a mansion, part of
Mm,
Wall Street Journal. I also represent another firm here, which is the only antibacterial hospital in my country, and we have universities over there. So I like being pioneer on things. So I'm one of those feeding towards accomplishment versus the money part. It should be opposite, but it's just getting it done. Doesn't matter how hard it is, because you're bringing a brand that nobody knows of, and you're actually there. I mean, how many
you're starting
people
it from the
after
ground
19
up.
years even couldn't make it? So I like accomplishing. I think I'm doing some things right, and I'm not an 8 to 5 worker. If I have something to do at 12 at night, a laptop is on my lap and I'm working on it. So I think that's
Yeah.
another thing they need to be doing. Communicating to people, being aware of the market, following the trends, meeting people, because you never know who will ask for what, like what they will need. You may be at a restaurant next table talking about buying a house, and you can say, look, you need something, here's my card. I'm not shy to give away my card to someone sitting next to me, talking to the next person next to him that he's interested in buying. So I think being
Yeah.
outgoing as such, not be shy about it, does bring in. And then it's who actually, also does matter. I think I
The
was
most
fortunate
important.
that I'm not
Yeah.
shy. I can knock doors and say, look, this is what I'm doing. This is what I want to do. Things like that. And once you are front about yourself to people,
Hmm.
show them what you can do and bring the value, show the value to them, they do pick you to work with you because once they start seeing results.
You mentioned that you've worked with international investors. I'm very curious how this looks, because you're in really a hotbed for international people, right? International in general in Miami. And so how does international investing work, and how has it worked in your business?
I guess 99% of my business comes from word of mouth,
Hmm.
as I was featured in many places. So even people I don't know knows me. I mean, out of the blue, an architect calls me and tells me, "Look, this engineer knows you." I don't know the person, but there's a lot of them knows me. Remember,
Yeah.
I'm in this market and many others for also insurance claim stuff. Attorneys, I've denied enough claims where denial letters had my signature on it. Attorneys know me. I'm an insurance judge as well. So I know a lot of people. A lot of people, well, I know them, meaning I've interacted with them, but do I
Yeah.
physically know? No. But yes, I'm sure a lot of people I've communicated to within the past over the phone or via email or via mail for the purposes of, so that's how it goes. I mean, you
Yeah.
do right things. It's a small, it's big as it looks. It's a small market. People hear about you.
I agree. You know, they may not know exactly who, what the face or who you are, but they know of you, right? They've seen the name, they've seen the signature, or maybe they do, and that's how you get your name out there. I'm curious, Hilal, pivoting here in your business today. You know, you're doing so many things. You mentioned adjusting. You're also a broker, if I'm not mistaken, down there. So when you're looking at, you know, how do I scale my business or what area do I pivot to and what's the most important thing? How do you evaluate, you know, what's worthy of your time and how do you not dilute your time and so your attention isn't scattered, right?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Well, honestly, chasing the businesses when it's downtime for claims, I love claims. I mean, not that I like damages for people, but I just
Sure.
love helping and being there for the people. So
Yeah.
literally, if there's a hurricane season and I do have a big assignment that I'm running, usually I end up leading them anyways. If I want to, I would take a field assignment, but I'm not doing any of that anymore. I literally sit down and manage who's out there and things like that. Or I do the litigated or complex stuff and manage those people. I stay in and I'm on the phone, laptop for about 15 to 18 hours a day, 7 days straight, 2, 3 months. Now, how is what's happening to my real estate or my mortgage business? I can always do, I have already have realtors working for me. They can
Yeah.
always run all that for me. Mortgage would be the only one that I would need assistance with, which data can be obtained. And then all I need is review and confirm and sign off on it. I
This seems
forget. I like multiple tasking. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to stay here like 34 years. Remember, I came here when I was 14 by myself. My parents paid for everything, whatever, but my whole family is
yeah.
over there. So I wouldn't be able to stay here this long otherwise, if I didn't occupy my time with things that I like doing.
Is it fair to say that you like to work hard? You like to work hard.
I don't know why. Yes. You know, I would never be able to sit home and just sit home and go shopping. It's one of those where I like getting it done if I can do it.
I tell people that if you find something that you're passionate about, that's also makes you have some kind of economy of your time, like you can control what you're doing, and there's an incentive component when it comes to, you know, how much money you can make, and you like it. Well, now that's what you need to do, right? So you found not one, not two, but really three avenues, things that you like, ways that you can help people, and they can also, you know, you're in control of your time and in control of your money in ways where other people might not think about it that same way, right? Like for instance, Halal, I just went to my real estate school, you know, 3 months ago, and one of the things people talk about is getting their first listing, right? So if I have my wholesale business, which I do, and then I also have the real estate as an agent, right? And I'm on this podcast. I may be not on your level, Halal, but I am doing a lot of this multiple
Yeah.
similar types of activities. Yeah, it's like one leads bleeds into the other. Probably in your business as well. Like I'll talk to someone who might not be a great fit maybe as a wholesale because maybe they want market value, but I can list their property. Or maybe I see somebody, their home's way too distressed, so I really can't do much for it from a listing per se, maybe, but I can uh, potentially wholesale if the situation is right for it. And so I think when it comes to kind of how these businesses coalesce
You're correct.
and intertwine, it's probably, a home run for you.
I mean, what it is more like I said, I like learning it myself because if there's a question this way, I can say, okay, this is the answer for it, rather than hold on, but I don't know, but I'll get you someone who's licensed in it because I'm one of those. I'll
Yeah.
transfer them to that person. But if I'm licensed in it, I have enough information about it. I can, I can step up and say, look, this is what it is.
Yeah.
I
This is
would
this
be
is the
more
explanation.
comfortable because remember, ultimately, it's not the money of commission, whatever we're making or points we're making out of it. It's what we're bringing to the table for the client and just become like a one-stop shop. So he doesn't have to
Yeah.
deal with 10 other people. He can say, Haley, that's why ultimately they end up trying to say, Haley, let me talk to you because, we can be there for them for things like this. And then that's my weakness. I need to kind of put another step that before they get to
Your
me, I need
time.
to go through that, like that one person before they get to me, so that I have more time. Delegation.
Do you have a booking tool that you use or not, are you not onto that?
Literally, they call, they text.
And you
It's
answer.
not.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not even a booking call because you're dealing with Europe. They're 8 hours ahead. So
They're
literally,
8 hours.
get a call at 3 a.m. or whatever it is. So
This is
it's
true.
not like you can
What can you
control. And
do?
remember, these guys. I mean, these people. They're usually business owners or things like that. So it's like it's when they want it.
Yeah.
It's not like when they have the time or they remember about it, they call you. It's not like I can say, hold on, I'll give you an appointment for this. But the guy may be in France that day, he won't be available. So it's like, you never know.
You never know. I can imagine the sleep isn't always available for you. You're probably answering your phone. You say, I got to pick this up. This is France calling me. I got to go take this call. I can only imagine.
Well, it's okay, I can pick it up, but then the cat wakes up, then she needs to sleep by the time she sleeps. She wants to go in and out of the room, and
I
then
know.
how it is like each time.
Do you see a lot of people doing a similar niche that you're doing, working with the international people in Europe? Or is this something very specific that really only a handful of people are doing? Because I don't really, I mean, we get international, but I haven't seen, and again, I'm only operating on a certain level. I haven't seen lots and lots of international investors coming into Dallas from what I'm seeing here. But of course, Miami is like the international hotbed. So, how many, how big is the community out there for folks who are working with, European investors?
I'll tell you this. I mean, majority of the foreigners, they come in with cash anyways. Because in not many countries you have 30-year mortgages. They end up buying cash anyway, so they do have
Yeah.
cash. So when they come in, it's usually cash purchases. Just to make it easy and for providing them diversification, I figured I would get the mortgage license as well in case they want that option. We have that available because not everybody has $300,000 cash, or they only have 100,000 cash, but he wants to finance, or it just like I said, I don't want to just serve one market. I want to reach everybody and help everybody. So,
Yeah, I think, it's fascinating to talk with folks like yourself because it seems like a different world, right? I talked before the podcast here with you that it seems like wherever people are in the country, once their business gets to a certain size, especially if they're young enough, they move down to Miami. So I said, man, there's something in the water down there in the real estate space. There's just high level people down there. I'm a little jealous, Halal. I'm a little
I
jealous.
mean, the fact is, there's a lot of cash buyers from New York, California, international markets. I mean, ultimately the luxury segment is booming right now. The
Booming.
market, the price is actually maybe going up even on luxury
Yeah.
segment. On the condos or certain homes, it may be there's a lot of inventory out there for them. So the price may be affected, the interest rates may be affected with all the global changes. Remember, I mean, we're hearing, I read news about, we just saw an alien here, or I read news about there's wars over there, or this country says we're prepping for World War III, or, I mean, there's so much happening in the
So
world. Is it
much.
gonna really happen? I really think it's not gonna happen. I think they're trying to create some thing in front of people where people are more scared to invest. Why, remember, we're all going to Bitcoin and coins and everything. Even we have, what,
Yeah.
coins in our Federal Reserve. A lot of banks are going towards using that. Yesterday, I read our mayor announced that Florida is going to accept gold and silver, I think, as an exchange of fund in the state of Florida now. So it's not only dollars or
Buy some
coins,
gold,
or
right?
now we have dollars and so man, 2005, it was quick. Like all these changes, boom, 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 like, like
Yeah,
you don't know which direction to look at.
I
Now,
feel you.
obviously, ultimately, all this changes affecting what lenders are doing. They're like, okay, now we're doing this. Now we're offering this. Now we're offering that. Believe
The
it or not,
SCR loans, right?
you got some lenders now just financing out of their bitcoins. People may have bitcoins, they can get money out of their bitcoin without converting that to USDT or a dollar. Now there are some
Yeah.
lenders offering that. Literally, they temporarily get that bitcoin, put it to their own wallet. If it's one bitcoin, they put 2 or 3 bitcoins from them, and then as the guy pays them back, they release the bitcoins they're holding in their reserve wallet. Like, even that's out there today. So who would think of digital currency would buy you a $50 million home? Well, it does.
You know, get yourself a Bitcoin. I don't know what else to tell
And
folks. You
you
got to
got
get onto a Bitcoin.
lenders that actually provide that to you. So, I mean,
Yeah,
the risk factor or taking the risk did change. The definition of risk has changed. So,
absolutely.
a
It's
lot
an
going
interesting
on.
world. Interesting world we're walking into. Hilal, we are coming up on time here. Where can folks go to get a hold of you?
www.borquegroup.com, BORQUE group, GROUP.com, or our office line 305-699-3073, borquegroup.com, or my phone number would be it. My email would be, again, borquegrouprealty@gmail.com, BORQUE GROUP realty@gmail.com.
Thank you so much for coming on the show here today.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me over. I hope we were able to help some of the interested folks about what the market is doing or what is out there, what kind of help is out there. I would highly recommend them to use a broker or a realtor in these transactions, because it's not only, okay, it's only this much. There's a lot in the small prints that they need to be cautious of, but there's a lot of
Absolutely.
products out there as far as financing as well that we can help both with. It's
Absolutely.
also Borque Group Realty and Borque Group Mortgage. Those are my companies that I need to mention.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Pleasure.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.